Good morning, everyone. We're sitting here getting school started, eating some breakfast, and about once a year I make a video similar to this that talks about what do you do when you have a limited budget and you have people to feed. Where do you shop? What groceries do you have? You can shop on a budget and make delicious things like an oatmeal baked casserole thanks to Pinterest by watching it. We have about $105 a week, unless that we have extra that we feed our family of 5 on. That is like an impossible task. 105 sounds like a lot, but it's not. Food is so expensive these days. So here are some grocery stores you should go to. And I'm not going to be like, give you a long spiel. I'm just going to show you what we do. Aldi. Love Aldi. Walmart for certain things. Those are the two stores I shop at the most. Occasionally, I'll do the buy one, get one free sales that happen at Publix or Food Lion. But here is what we have in this pantry here. If you haven't watched our previous videos, we moved to South Carolina in the beginning of August. And we are living in an Airbnb until we go back to California to our permanent home. So thankfully, groceries are cheaper on the East Coast. So that is helping us when we get back to California. It'll be more difficult. Let's look at what you should keep in your pantry and stock up on so that way, no matter how hard times are with money, you have more than what you need. Alrighty. My pantry is messy because this is, some real life footage. Now, this varies because I shop sales. So we have got, this is like our emergency food back here, like power's gone out and whatnot. We only heat that stuff up in emergencies. And then his coworker gave us some rice, so I didn't buy that. But Aldi, I will get like all of our cream and mushroom soups, pasta sauces, a lot of our spices. Spices are so cheap. They're like 99 to $1.05, 99 cents to $1.05 a piece. So those are great to have. Same with the ramen, that's emergency food. So everyday things like that, noodles, spices, canned goods, Aldi all the way. Now up here we do have some food his coworker that went back to Australia gave us, and then this is all Costco Sam's Club Plus stuff. We don't have a Costco membership. Our teas and like hot tea and cold tea we get at Aldi as well. It's very cheap, like 99 cents a box. But there are some things, cost analysis, and go, how is this worth buying in bulk? And I will explain that. So we cook 95% of our meals at home. And because we cook that much at home, some things are worth buying in bulk if you can afford it out of your budget, or like for us, whenever we have some extra money to stock up on things. Jam, peanut butter powder, oil, Nutella, ketchup, cocoa powder, rice, melting chocolate. Things, the price per unit is less than half of what you would buy at the store. So that in itself is like, yikes, that's a big saving. So we do that. My freezer is really nothing special. It is baking goods and vegetables and fruit. So anytime fruit is going bad, we freeze our leftover fruit because smoothies, baked oats, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do with them. So we do that. But if you can at Sam's, or if you even just can at Walmart, buy a big old bag of flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, that kind of stuff, you can make infinite things with those, and it's really cheap. At Sam's Club, I pay $8 for a 10-pound bag of flour, and I mean, that will last me months. And then frozen veggies, we shop on sale, like I said, at Publix or Food Lion. Some of these, like we use frozen strawberries a lot. This is only $6 at the Sam's Club here, so it's a great deal. But like frozen corn or frozen broccoli, things like that, Aldi is really, really affordable for fresh and frozen veggies. I think that, let me see, I just went this week. I'm trying to see if I can find something to show. So picked up these tri-colored peppers, 3 of them for $1.25. You can do a lot with 3 peppers. Same with bread at Aldi if you do need pre-made bread, which I still buy because I'm not making everything from scratch. You can get a lot of good deals on bread, and that is to me such a great blessing. So always check out Aldi if you don't, or Lidl if you do not have Aldi. If you have neither of those, then Walmart's going to be your best choice, or if you're in California, maybe something like Food for Less or Winco. But always just pay attention to the common everyday prices. Back home, we have a store called Albertsons. Love it because it's clean and organized and there's never a lot of people. And I can only shop the sales there when they do like a 10 for 10 or something like that, or their meat is on sale. Man, super expensive otherwise. Like my grocery budget would have to be $300 or $400 a week to keep up with the cost of those. But I do think that there are times where going to a regular grocery store can really benefit you. I know a lot of families are stretched thin these days. So that's why I wanted to make this video. You can do what I do. You can do what you do. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But I just want to share something that could be helpful to others. So roughly once every 1 to 2 weeks, I get a piece of computer paper and a pencil, and I write down every single thing that we have in the fridge and freezer, and I put it right on top of the fridge so I can stare at it, and I know exactly what's in there for making. Go wash your face, okay? She just got done. I had made some double chocolate chip muffins because they wanted them at Sam's Club, but I wasn't willing to spend the $7, so I said I have the stuff, I can make that. But that way I have an inventory of what we have in the fridge and freezer. That helps a ton. I mean, a ton. If you are like getting down to random foods, to kind of be able to mix them together. And there are different like websites that you can go and like input your ingredients, and they will tell you, oh, you can make this or you can make that. So if you always keep, like, always keep these on hand, because then you can make meals from them. Rice is the first one. For this week, normally I just buy bagged white rice. It's very cheap, but Sam's Club had a big old box of minute rice on sale for $4. So I got that. I don't typically buy that. I just prefer to make rice on the stove, but it is what it is. Feeds us, does what it needs to do, and it was cheap. So we always keep rice, beans, like I said, frozen or canned veggies. And then for meat, we just shop the sales. If you just shop the sales, you will save yourself so much money. So don't be like, oh, we're going to have cheeseburgers this week and then pay $10 a pound for, cheeseburgers. Instead, plan your meals around what is on sale for groceries. And that will help you so much be able to make your money go further. So those are some of the tips that I would give. Here, I haven't done it, and we used to in California because I haven't even picked up a Sunday paper here, but we used to coupon, and if you live on the East Coast and you have grocery stores that double coupons, I would hands down say if there's things you need, that would be the way to go. But we don't do that anymore. We just shop cheap like Aldi, and we make do with what we can. Also, leftovers. We save the leftovers and we eat the leftovers. We even freeze them if they are necessary to be frozen so that they don't go bad, because my husband could always put them in a lunch container and take them later. Or if I make the kids something simple, we can eat something that was made before. So that is our tip. Be encouraged, friends. I know things are hard out there and money is tight for everyone, but you can feed your family and feed them very well on a tight budget, and enjoy delicious foods still without compromising flavor and taste, by just making sure you always shop the deals. And I know it's some extra work, but it will really benefit you in the long run. That is our very simple vlog for this week, month, year. I don't know when we'll be back again, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.